Good enough confirmation for me.
Yeah, it'll do.
Right. Hello! Cartographers Guild here. I'm Josh.
I'm Drea.
I'm Leah.
I'm Brad.
And welcome to part 8 of our Assassin's Creed Syndicate full play. It's actually about to start the World War I glitch off screen, and it turns out there's actually some storyline involved in it. So we'll just go ahead and be doing that to start us off with.
There was something we needed to get something we wanted. We had to do the World War I thing.
Yeah, I think it was a rare part.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was like a cloak or something.
It was Budokai's torque.
Yeah, there you go.
Silver says, hey, it's Blue Thor.
I think that's you, sweetie.
He threw up horns. He knows.
Oh, hello. Is this the start of it?
That's not Evie.
No, this is a shard. This is the World War.
Yeah, this is one of their descendants. Because we're in World War One. Shit, let me see if it's in the thing, because I accidentally started it. Damn it, it just is the darkest hour. Oh, please tell me it's somewhere else, maybe? Evie's notebook? No. Although, at some point, if you're interested, we can go ahead and look at that. Also, you might want to mute the tablet.
I already did. That was my phone.
Okie doke.
So how did we get into this accidentally?
World War I. Here we go. Oh, alright. So there was a glitch at the end of the map, and I walked into it, because I was just going to collect the stuff in here, but it started talking about one of the Fryeday descendants that was involved in World War I, and then it immediately went to this. So I haven't, I don't know if I hit restart, if it'll...
Try restart memory.
Yeah, let's see if that does it. That way we can get some story. Although, you know, if I'm Blue Thor, I guess that works on that Thunder Thighs thing again, huh?
Thunder thighs, what?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Nope.
Nope.
Damn.
Oh, well.
Okay, so this is a descendant of the Fries in World War I. Dun dun dun.
He's not bleeding, so we may not have killed him.
Well,
So for people who
he
haven't...
was bleeding.
Oh,
At least
see?
I saw blood.
Yeah, we probably killed him. Anyway.
For people who haven't played these games, beginning in like the last game, there would be like these weird glitches where that would let you play bits in another time period or something.
Yeah, I think
So
it
in
started
case
in
you've
Unity.
forgotten with all this plot we've been having, what we're actually doing in the modern day, an assassin is looking through the memories of the Fries to try and find a piece of Eden's for the assassins in modern day. That's what we're actually doing here.
Awesome.
So this is some kind of data corruption of these memories that we've stolen from Abstergo that are allowing us to look into a descendant's memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Weird little feature. Not entirely sure why we need to do this in these games.
Well, and this is different than it was last time. Last time the time glitches, there weren't people there. We just, or if they were, we didn't interact with them.
We were just collecting the helix things.
Yeah,
there were...
This happened in Unity, but in Unity we were still Arno. We were
Right.
just running through different time periods.
Yeah, because we'd we'd hit a glitch and then we'd go through some big explosive set piece, like on the Eiffel Tower or whatever, as it was being bombed. Yeah, this is very different.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, hello, Churchill.
We appear to have been following the same trail, Miss Fry.
I got here first.
Indeed, you are to be commended. I fear, however, that we have not wholly rooted out evil in this vicinity.
There's another radio.
Accompany me, if you would be so kind.
Damn, Winston.
Oh, hey, we got our Mary Poppins.
That second device must be found, or new waves of zeppelins will soon blanket the heavens.
Short on soldiers, are we?
If you could put your considerable talents to good use at Tower Bridge, you would have the thanks of a brave but beleaguered nation.
I would settle for the right to vote.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
snap.
actually closer to Mary Poppins' timeline. Than... Okay, so the Thunder Thighs thing. This is a Tumblr thread,
Oh, okay.
and it started with someone going, "To be honest, I never understood why the term Thunder Thighs is supposed to be derogatory. It sounds like I am a terrifying weather goddess." And the next person goes, "Just tell people why, yes, my thighs were blessed by the Asgardian deity. Thank you for noticing." And the last person goes, "He murmured the blessing while he passed between them, in fact." And then the last is a picture of Thor.
Okay.
Of the Chris Hemsworth Thor.
I don't see anybody here that's got the information I'm looking for.
But I thought that was pretty damn funny.
Oh.
So, viewers, in case you're going, basically, I said all that. In case you're wondering, like, this doesn't have anything to do with anything. You're right.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You didn't miss anything. You didn't, like, fall asleep.
We don't know why this is happening.
We don't know why this is happening either.
It was a glitch in the system.
It just is.
This is happening because somebody at Ubisoft went, "Look, I have this idea for another Fry." And they went, "We don't do that." "Well, can we at least shove it into this game somewhere?" "Yeah, okay, we can shove it into this game."
Although, given the likeness, it looks like Evie was the one to pass on her genetics and not Jacob.
Well,
But who
he
knows?
called her Miss Fry. If it had been Evie who had gotten married and been hurt, it would be Miss somebody else.
I don't know about that.
Well,
Given the time period, pretty likely.
Pretty likely.
Pretty likely, yes.
really likely.
Evie's also...
Also,
However,
I mean, Jacob
Here, hang
still shares his sister's genetics.
Right,
So even
yeah.
if this is his daughter, you know, an aunt and a niece can look very similar.
This is some child or grandchild of Jacob's or something.
Memorandum. Oh,
Dear Alfie, how are you, old chum? It seems like years since I left for France with the lads, but it's only been 2 months. I know in the past I've teased you, Alfie, but that bad leg of yours is a blessing in disguise. The truth is that you haven't missed out on any real excitement, on any great excitement. Maybe at first it felt that way, but the longer things get on, the more this feels like a terrible punishment. It will be Christmas soon back in England, but not out on these cold and wet fields. This week we have dug out a new trench, and we all joked that we were digging our own graves. We laughed, Alfie, but I wonder if it wasn't the truth, and that we all knew it. Your chum, Gerald. He returned to England and spent the rest of the war in a military hospital, so at least he didn't die.
potentially crippled for life, but didn't die.
Did he even get it on with what's his name?
Oh, Green.
Henry.
Well,
Henry Green.
not based on the complexion.
Yeah, well,
Again, if this is a generation or two down,
yeah.
that could
Also
not
true.
be available. Not obvious is the word I meant.
Well, she'd
That's
be
fair.
Miss Green then, maybe,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Again, the last name is telling.
It is more likely that this is Jacob's child.
Yeah, this is nothing like Unity, because in Unity there were no people like you said, but they were also just kind of like fast platforming missions, like you were racing destruction.
Yeah,
Or-
they were mini games.
Yeah, or you were
No! Oh, God.
or you were poking around in a very small,
Hi.
dedicated area.
This is essentially just another mission in a different game.
Trying to be nice.
Stab.
No, knockout.
Oh, knockout.
Yeah, these are our boys.
How are they?
Yeah, they just can't know that we're here.
So I'm just making my life a little easier.
It really looked like she was going to just toss him in the river.
It did, and that would have been funny, but
Now the question is, how do I get to that guy?
all the way over there.
Yep.
I don't know. Climb the tower.
Smoke bombs?
And then grapple.
Smoke bombs.
You can't kidnap people while you're smoke bombing. Can you steal from them? Probably not.
You should be able to. That would be like the ideal thing to do in a smoke bomb, is
Well,
steal from somebody.
So is kidnapping, but we already know that doesn't work.
I mean, I could try.
There's a soldier right there, Josh.
Fine.
This controller is in your head.
Smoke bomb.
Wait, that said kidnap.
Okay.
You got it. You can let go of them.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Okay. Bye, boys. Have a nice day.
So why did that one let you kidnap if the other
I
time it didn't?
don't know.
It was an advanced technique they developed between then and now.
It's very
Jacob was
advanced.
like, God damn it, I'm tired of this not working.
I don't have time for subtlety.
We're just gonna have to keep doing it until we get it right.
That is raspberry. Oh.
Okay.
It's very. They look purple, so I would think blueberry, but. We have apparently raspberry yogurt pretzels that are blue. It's very,
Bye.
Well,
it's very weird.
They're not blue.
They're purpley.
They're a little purple. They're but they're not blue. That is not blue. Yes.
This is blue.
That's blue.
Oh, ow. Ah, son of a bitch.
Got a little nail polish, so happy. No judgment zone.
What? Since when? There's so much judgment here.
That's kind of true.
I can't declare one.
I don't know. Has it ever worked for your sister?
Chaos like you've never seen before.
I mean, for real. Has it?
Do you know the magic words? We would like to use them.
I thought there were no judgment zone.
Not based on results.
Sorry, I can't lean forward to get the cracked jelly beans.
Sucks,
You like
sucks to be
these?
you.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yep.
Well, he would have drowned if he hadn't cracked his skull on the way down.
Alright.
Oh no, is he dead?
That's okay. This is a boat full of Templars,
Oh, okay.
so I don't care.
Is she better than Daddy, or as good as Daddy at killing
It's the
people?
same. I mean, she's got his equipment.
I can't help but notice that the Templars don't seem to have updated their look much in the past 30 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. She has his equipment.
Furthering the implication that she is Jacob's show.
Yep.
Which is a shame. You should have gotten your aunt to teach you how to use that cane, sweetie.
I could switch equipment if you wanted me to.
No, it's okay.
Okay, time to get the last bit of information. Oh, I can't.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Denied.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, that worked. Do. Oh, maybe that's my problem.
London Bridge.
There we go.
The game started in 1868.
Okay.
And this is 1960.
60.
I think it's his grandchild.
Probably.
Yeah.
Evidently, we still have gang members here, too.
We got a really good hold on this area.
And we pass it down to our kids.
I mean, like, damn, son. We created an empire.
This is a monarchy, baby.
England's a good place for those.
Alright, are these gummy bears or nuts this time?
Nuts.
Oh, thank God.
The gummy bears are still at your house.
Oh, okay. So, these are chocolate-covered nuts, but on Friday I bit into one of these thinking, oh boy, chocolate-covered nuts, chocolate-covered gummy bears. Boy, was I surprised.
Yeah, it turns out when a texture is vastly different from the one you're expecting, it's kind of gross.
Dude, how did you...
I was really hoping you were lying to her because that would have been way funnier.
That would have been funnier, but... No, they're still at her house.
Okay, I got the thingy.
Nice shot.
Well, their snipers never miss.
It worked out, though.
We were basically where we wanted to be, yeah.
Chest.
Yay stuff.
Have to open all the chests because we never know which one's got the thing we want. Okay. Good. There you go. Good girl.
What's with our perspective?
I'm
I don't know.
just
We're
my camera.
climbing a very steep wire. Holy crap. Nope, 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 nope.
That's why you're not an assassin.
Nope, 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 nope.
That you're squeamish about needles.
Faster, 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 faster.
There haven't been that many needles in this.
They're blow darts and stuff.
If I'm the one using them, it's probably not going to be so bad.
I got a shiny.
Yay.
Good job.
Good job, sweet. We will continue to rely on you to play the game. Well done.
Goody.
Because it was totally in question.
Well done.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, Joshua.
Sure, whatever. That's
Our
actually
trust is,
like.
is clearly well founded.
He's doing it on purpose.
To be fair, I
You don't
think
get
that's
to
like the
stop.
first time they've ever just like fallen off.
That's true.
You don't get to stop playing the game. You can't pretend to be incompetent.
Oh, god damn it.
It's not gonna work.
What?
We don't know, but she's very excited.
The official, unofficial mascot.
No, we only have one mascot. And that's Rocktopus.
Oh, okay.
The fat sausage puppy is not the mascot.
I was going to say butt puppy is no one's mascot. But that
Pretty
works
much.
Too.
Yep.
Aww. Poor Luca.
At least 2 people in this room love you.
Silver likes a tiny black ruffle on her butt. Oh,
Oh.
that one?
Yes.
It was the style at the time.
That's what I look for in modern women's attire. Ruffle butt.
Dude, Rufflebutt is awesome.
Well, these days we just stick like butt inserts in our jeans. We don't go for any kind of lace or subtlety or hinting. We're just like, no, extra butts.
Maybe you do. I don't need any.
No, I don't. Thank you. I have seen the
No,
advertisements.
no. Oh,
I do.
God.
Where do I
Okay.
get these?
God, I could probably use one too.
You could.
How depressing is that?
What, the guys don't have enough back?
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey! Bye.
Bye!
That was cool.
There is a glitchy. I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey, look, there's a bunch of people in there.
We're gonna kill them all.
Probably.
Well, they're red, so I won't feel bad about it. Stop trying to make me leap of faith!
Yes, Silver, I wasn't making them up.
What?
Silver's looking up butt inserts. Yes, look them up.
Yeah.
Aha! Charge!
Every part of the body that could be enhanced has something available to enhance it, either temporarily or permanently.
Woo. Oh! God!
That was a little excessive, but okay.
Well, she's vicious like her great-grandmother, great-grand-aunt, whatever.
Damn, son. Lady, I mean.
She said, fuck you, and they said, Okay, so... She has all the basics. She has none of the elite abilities.
Damn, girl.
And you can't change your equipment.
Okay.
Silver thinks you need to invest.
It is done, sir.
Let us postpone celebrations. One of the bloody blips has broken through. Not to worry. I have a contingency plan.
Anti-aircraft bomber?
Mortar.
I just said one had broken.
Yeah, Winston, you might want to count those again.
Wait, I have to...
Apparently, yes.
On the way
Oh,
there, we
okay.
got-
Oh, crap! Well, if I had but known, I gotta, like, run to reach this thing now.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It stopped. It stopped.
Okay, why am I...
Because you're the assassin.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have people trained for this. We stab people. Don't
You don't know what assassins in this day and age are trained to do.
She seems to understand the firing mechanism and,
Yeah, she seems to be doing
and
all right.
aiming just fine.
Where's the next one?
Planes, Josh, not the blips.
Well, okay, here we go. There's... You won't be scared. Eat my flack! Go flack yourself. Okay, wait. Am I supposed to target them directly or actually lead them? Moving to a new position. Okay, okay.
Look out. You get boarded by Templars.
Who also have not changed their look in 30 years.
Well,
No, wait, you said it was 68. So, almost 50 years.
those look different.
Mountain to boom
No,
boom!
they look the same as the elite Templars that we've been killing.
Do they?
Yeah.
Clearly their focus has been on something that's not fashion.
Can't do any damage to it.
Clearly.
Lame! Oh!
That is lame.
That's awesome.
It's a Zeppelin, for pity's sake. One well-placed... And one well-placed shot is really all that you need.
Yeah, their bullets explode in midair, so they can't reach me.
Well, except when I fired, it went through it.
One more
Like
wave
a-
of planes.
I saw the explosion on the other side of
They
it.
don't
so-
want you to blow those up until you're done with the planes. Look left, Josh.
Besides, I give it at least even odds that we're going to be climbing on.
Ooh. We did that in the last one.
Didn't we do that in Battlefield 1?
Again, this is why I give it like a.
Oh wait, this came out before Battlefield.
Maybe this is where Battlefield 1 got the inspiration.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, honestly, Battlefield games don't have a lot of creativity to them.
No, they do not.
Oh, cue the upset fanboys.
Hey, I played Battlefield.
I love Battlefield.
Kind of.
Well, how many hours have you put in, Pumpkin?
Too many. Yeah, go our boys.
I know you do.
Poof.
It's his fault.
Pew. Pew.
You try sleeping through someone in battlefield rage.
No thanks.
Heartwarming sight, Miss Fry.
Your remarkably armed boat deserves a share of recognition.
One of my experimental projects when I was Lord of the Admirant. I haven't always been a man of shadows.
And I suppose this victory will thrust you back into the limelight.
We may have struck a blow against the enemy. London is still riddled with German agents. Currently, there's a new group, unlike anything I've seen before. Theirs is a fanatical, almost religious fervor.
And you believe I'm the woman to flush them out?
Indeed. I dare not approach Mr. Asquith without firmer evidence, but I believe they pose an immediate threat. If you concede to this, I give you my word that once I've battled my way back into Parliament, you shall see if something can't be done about your request.
I wonder what her request is.
Isn't that the right to vote?
Oh.
As
yeah.
you're aware, a vote can be far more lethal than a bullet or a blade.
Oh.
Go assassins!
Yay. Ah, military suit outfit. I wonder if that's hers.
Oh crap!
What?
What?
So what's her face?
Oh, Juno?
Yeah.
I was born to the Illuminat caste in the city of Phaon in the year 2195 of the Isu era. Now I travel the vast corridors of your machines, adrift here within the gray. But I grow stronger. The world is nearly ready for my return. And so I have summoned you to this war-torn simulation to tell you a story. It is our story.
Apparently Juno is the reason we ended up here.
I see. So, dear viewers, confused?
So are we.
You should be.
You should
Well,
be.
you would be less confused if you'd played the other Assassin's Creed games.
Oh, I'll read this and then we'll explain shortly what the hell that was.
All right.
Dear Uncle, I am recovering quite well from my wounds, so the doctors tell me. There is still such a thick air of dejection in the hospital, and we all remember the friends we've lost, and in what a futile effort we lost them. The scenes of Dardanelles will haunt us for many years, I expect, though I was pleased to hear your news from home. Churchill deserves much worse than to be cast out of the Admiralty for the mess he brought us into at Gallipoli?
Gallipoli.
Gallipoli. If, as you say, he is making plans to see the Western Front for himself, then no doubt his recklessness will bring him graver punishment. I look forward to sailing home once I am sufficiently well, and appreciate your offer of a post in Westminster. I intend to do you proud, and to endeavour to win this war from the offices of London, since I could accomplish so little here. Your faithful nephew, George. Lieutenant George Featherway had a short career as a politician and prospered as a businessman after the war. Alright, who wants to explain Juno in a paragraph?
Juno is an alien, or possibly of the race that came before humans. They made humans, and then they screwed up and didn't save themselves from a regular cycle of destruction. Juno was part of one of two plans that were featured in the first trilogy, 5-game trilogy.
In Desmond's games.
Right, in Desmond's games. That involved the second cycle of that showed up at the end of those games. And now she's become a machine spirit and is still doing things somehow. Question mark.
Trying to come back into the world.
Right.
And has a devoted following.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
We've
right.
learned that in a couple of the previous games.
And
Yeah,
there's
so we'll
like
get
a
that.
reincarnating genetic copy of her that gets her memories or something that shows up every now and then.
No. What it is that there are individuals. It's not just. So what we learned in, is that Black Flag? I think was when we met Robert. the
Yeah.
pirate?
Yeah.
So what we learned in Black Flag is that there are individuals.
Sages.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called sages that have the same, the original genetic code of this
Race.
and
Really
they
down
reincarnate with all of their memories. It makes them a little crazy,
Yeah.
as we have seen. But there are a number of them. There's not just one,
Right.
and they're not specifically tied to Juno.
So Juno, I can't remember which. At the end of Desmond's games, there were two of this. Bless you. Bless you. Only one? Holy cow!
That never happens.
That never happens. It's anticipating the next sneeze. The end of Desmond's games, there was a choice, like two of these beings, Juno and Minerva. And one of them, I think it was Juno that was like, one of them was like, break the cycle of destruction, and the other one
And that was Juno.
right. And Minerva was like, no, like,
You need to let the cycle happen, but if you use this place that they found, it will keep you alive, and you and other people who remained alive can rebuild.
like, we know that way some people will survive, and Juno's like, no, take the chance, break it. Break the cycle. I mean, we don't know what's going to come after that, and we don't know if we can combat it.
Right. But the argument Minerva was giving was that, we know at least some humans will survive. You'll go on. And Juno was like, yeah, and the same power struggles, the same everything that happened to your race will just happen again. If you move forward from here, you have a chance of learning. If you just start over again, that's all you're going to do. You're going to start over again and repeat the same cycles
and in X amount of
you have always
years,
repeated.
we do this again.
Yeah.
And in exchange, canon is that Desmond sacrifices himself and takes Juno's plan. But Juno is not benevolent. Juno has her own agenda, and we don't really know what it is after that. She just shows up every once in a while like, hi, I'm a machine spirit. Resurrect me already so that I can enact my master plan. Well, what's that? Well, who knows?
It's terribly
Yeah,
mysterious.
it is a little weird because, like, in the end of Desmond's games, Juno wants something, but she doesn't seem particularly sinister. She doesn't.
I always thought she was pretty sinister, but that's me.
I didn't think she felt sinister. I think she felt dismissive, but in the same way that, in the same way that, your sister is dismissive of someone quoting WebMD.
Yeah.
It's like, I know better than you.
Yeah, it
Stop
was
it.
a very, look, you don't understand. I know so much more than you do. And I realize you have opinions, but I know so much more than
Yeah, I
you do.
have the expert opinion. Alright, fine. Well, yeah.
So, initially I didn't think she was sinister. However, as the games have developed, especially with...
Oh, a letter.
Oh my god, Becky.
Oh my god, Becky. Dear Becky, your brother Andrew has asked that I write to you as he is presently unable to do so himself. Please don't be alarmed, though. He has only the most superficial of wounds and is recuperating nicely. He would like me to tell you that the injury was incurred during a daring one-man incursion into enemy territory, where he defeated half the German deployment while escaping with mere scratches. I feel I should succumb to the truth and tell you instead that he accidentally set off his rifle while polishing it. Luckily, the bullet only grazed his arm. He hopes you are well, and that those damned Zeppelins have failed to deliver their bombs anywhere near Bromley. I certainly hope to meet you one day, as your brother has told me so much about you. Until then, I will remain your faithful servant and Andrew's right hand, Peter Sterling. Both Corporal Andrew Fellows and Corporal Sterling were killed months later when the vehicle transporting them was hit by mortar fire. Oh. Silver, we keep getting sweeping views because Josh is discovering, they're not called viewpoints, which reveal more of the map. Where were we? As the games go on, we were talking about Juno.
Oh, just, that, especially, like, with everything that happened in 4, Juno becomes less. Not that she was ever trustworthy, but you know, for those of you who weren't around for this, spoilers. Juno kind of tries to possess your body, but when you get down there, goes, no, actually, you're not what I need. Peace out. For whatever reason, I can't remember why.
I can't remember
But-
why either.
But it's not like we fight her off. She really is just like, nope. And then the sage, Robert, loses his shit. Because that's not what was supposed to happen.
Right.
Where are the...
I believe, I could be wrong, correct me guys if I am, but the Templars were originally, like, a cult devoted to these beings.
I don't remember that.
Something
I know
about keeping order, which makes sense with Templars.
there is like a hidden group of them within the Templars that
Something like that. There's
worship
some
the
kind of
sage.
cell that's about...
Yeah, but I don't remember anything about Templars originally.
I don't know, like, this is obviously, like... I can't... I was about to say, I can't really say this. Totally can. Because this whole Juno Minerva first incarnation of humanity, gods, whatever they were, before the first cycle of destruction business, is supposed to be, like, the backbone of this game. Like, the whole point of delving into these people's memories is to find pieces of Eden. Well, what are pieces of Eden? Pieces of Eden are artifacts left behind by this race.
Storyline.
Oh, storyline.
I hope you like my new office, Miss Fry. As you can see, my informants have found some promising leads. Evidence of spy activity has surfaced around the field hospital, St. Catherine's Docks, and the Tower of London. I needn't remind you how crucial it is that we put a stop to these infiltrators.
His guys over by the radio were just jiggling back and forth.
Were they?
Yeah.
Wow, this is like a whole miniature game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a little jarring.
Yeah, this wasn't DLC or anything. It was just here.
That's weird.
That's super weird.
We haven't purchased any of the DLC.
Because, like we said, the last game, like, this was a quick mini game. You ran through a thing or whatever, and that was it.
But there were also a lot of them.
There were a lot of them, but they were shorter.
Yeah, but there were. I'm saying that's the potential trade-off.
I
Is
think
that
I prefer it the other way. I don't know. We'll see.
You don't like having story?
I like having story. It's just make another game.
Well, maybe they didn't have enough.
Well, clearly, but I guess we'll just see how this goes down. What was I saying? Oh, Pieces of Eden, First Civilization, blah, blah, blah. That's really the point of these games. Ezio meets Juno at one point, and, Juno has a message for Desmond, whose memories they're delving into through Ezio to look for Pieces of Eden. The assassins are. And, Juno's just delivering a message to Desmond through Ezio, and Ezio's like, who's Desmond? What the heck is this? I mean, they're kind of the whole point of this, but,
They're so beyond time.
yeah, I've never found it, this is a
Whoa,
personal
where the-
preference, we
okay.
can open this up to discussion. I've never really found the First Civilization stuff all that satisfying. Because we don't know enough about it, but I don't care to know more about it. It's something these games really suffer from, in my opinion. It's like, guys, just tell a story. Stop trying to tell a story within a story within a story, Inception style. Just tell us a story. Because I can't remember most of this First Civilization stuff whenever we get the bits and pieces of it scattered over 9 games, whatever. Because we've got 6 different, stories that we're actually getting in the course of this thing. And for 3 of them, we were getting them through somebody else's eyes, and by the way, he has a story too that we're supposed to care about. Silver seems to agree with me. It is kind of jarring when you have a seemingly unrelated story in the middle of another story. And I think the point of this is that it's all supposed to be related. The point is, modern day assassins are trying to find all this stuff so that they can beat back modern day Templars. That's the whole point of all of these stories. I don't know. I guess the Inception stuff kind of bothers me.
Well, I was gonna say, more accurately, modern day assassins are trying to find this stuff to keep it from modern day Templars.
Yeah, that's true.
Assassins don't generally approve of the use of pieces of Eden.
Because pieces of Eden are typically all about controlling people.
They are about control.
Well, not
The
always.
Sword of Eden was just about killing the hell out of things, wasn't it?
And the one that we're looking for in this one is just
Healing,
like,
people, right?
Yeah.
The Shroud of Eden?
It just
Although, admittedly, we haven't confirmed what that thing does yet. They think it heals people or gives them immortality. We don't actually know.
we've never had any reason to doubt the rumors that we're given in these games. They're always.
Although the Apples of
dead
Eden
on.
were like, yeah, especially in the first game, it's just like straight up mind control, bitches.
Yeah.
Like,
And also illusory duplicates was a thing that happened in there too for some reason.
I forgot about that. Oh, sorry, Dre. Was that your foot?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yes, bitch.
It's alright.
But yeah, at this point, I think everything that I've heard about other people playing these games, everyone agrees that the meta plot is dumb, and no one cares. And
Well, I care because I like ancient mystery shit.
I
but-
mean, I do too, but there's so little of it every
Yeah, I
day.
don't-
You don't actually expect to get anything meaningful.
yeah, it's mostly.
So,
Well, and one thing that they do that I don't enjoy
Darn it.
is I do not enjoy it when your enemy or someone else in these stories always knows more than you do. Always.
Oh, I'm a
And-
dingus.
And that happens a lot. Either the Templars know more than you, or some random person with precursor knowledge will pop up out of nowhere and be like, "You better fool this
Precursors.
entire time."
Precursors, that's what we call them. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Read more science fiction.
More science fiction. MOAR. More.
More.
More. Sorry, I hear precursors and I think Jack and Daxter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, precursor races are a really common trope, so that's why I said read more science fiction. But
I would like to know more about the precursor civilization, but it's probably a good thing they don't tell us more.
Would
They
you like
already
to know more?
do so much to distract us from each of these individual stories. The point of these games is that none of the heroes you spend the whole game playing as really actually matter at all. They're all just means to an end. Somebody from the future is always playing these people through a machine to try and figure out where a piece of Eden is, or what the Templars are up to, or something that they need in the modern day. And I don't know, I mean, that just that piques my writer's sense, you know? It's like this, so you're telling me this whole story, like, we don't really care about Jacob and Evie Fry. Like, this story is not really about them, but it is. We just spent the whole game playing as them.
well, okay, but I feel like I understand what you're saying. But in that case, it could be argued that any game that's about a chosen one or anything like that is not really about them.
I feel like this is worse about that than most, because, like, the whole point of all these games is that there's somebody hooked up to a VR machine,
Right.
you know?
And they're reliving an ancestor's
Memories. Or somebody's memories. Like in the first few games, it was ancestors. Now, in the course of the game, now that we're done with the Desmond story arc, it's just, we found some memories. You better go through them. Random nameless person, whoever the hell you are. We got a perk. Perk unlocked. I don't know what that means.
I
There's
understand.
bonuses for doing certain, like, requirements.
I understand why they did that. Because, well, in part because they got negative feedback about Desmond. No one
Yeah.
cared about Desmond.
No, nobody cared about Desmond.
But at the same time...
It was probably the best call they could have made given how things had been going with their meta plot.
Maybe...
Or they could just write a good character.
Or they could have made... I think they would have been better served making a more engaging character. Because while nobody liked Desmond, you did care about him at least a little bit because he was a modern-day assassin. You wanted to know...
Oh, he became one eventually.
Yeah, but... Okay.
Yes, true.
They-
Regardless, he was
Regardless.
modern day. We could relate.
Yeah, and he was your
So, see how it says 70 of 75 performed for the corner? Yeah, so if I finish that up, if I get 75 of them, then I unlock a perk.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Okay.
But Desmond was also your portal into the world of assassins. You know, he is how you were introduced to their current fight. He was how all of that came to be. And so, while, yeah, he was annoying as fuck and a spoiled child and lots of other things along those lines, at least there was something to attach to. And I think the downside to the random person A is just that. You're like, and now it's stupid because it's random person A.
Well, I mean, and I will never argue, I would always much rather have a character than a silent protagonist. I do not like silent protagonists.
Yeah, fuck Link.
Alright, he can be an exception. Well, you know, it's funny that I say that because what's my favorite
Cloud's
game?
a piece of shit.
What's my favorite game of all time?
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger. What does that game have?
A silent protagonist.
But the point of Chrono in that game, and I think the point of what they've done, like, just, you know, any guy...
This is where she defends it.
Attempting to. The point of any guy, whoever is, you know, Bishop is working with to do this... Oh.
More Juno.
Hi, Juno.
I once loathed the very sight of your kind, in the same way you recoil in the presence
Oh,
of
nice.
acid.
She looks a lot like Shodan.
Humans were created by we who came before, the Isu. We crafted you in our image, but deprived you of our true gifts. You were bred for hard labor, and in extreme cases, war. We built great observatories to monitor you, devices to control you. We blessed you with resilience, but cursed you with ambition. And so you rebelled against us. I suppose we are to blame for the state of your species. Is it any wonder so many of these simulations revolve around violence?
Thanks?
I think she's a precursor to Shodan. Yep.
Shodan?
Shodan is the evil AI from the System Shock series.
Ah. Anyway, Chrono
Zeppelin
Trigger.
Raid!
Right. Excuse me.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh, God.
So I was just like, yay! The point of having a silent protagonist like that is that they don't have a personality, and you can put your own personality. It's interpretive. You can make that character what you want it to be. It's a really conservative choice, and I don't think it's necessarily super defensible one in most modern day video games. Like I said, I would always rather have a character than, you know, any guy, like a canvas, a blank canvas. But there are advantages to it. You can't dislike somebody that has no personality.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, you
for
can.
being boring. That's basically why we didn't like Desmond. But like in this game, they're not even using it for that. We're just
True.
like they're acting like they're kind of
Silver.
pretending. They're kind of pretending that like the player is the character.
Yeah, at this point.
They're, but you are so distant from the plot that you might as well not be involved at all. Like, you never do anything. You just, like, you just follow the memories and you repeat live
like,
through these memories again, and eventually you watch the movie and the characters are like, good job, you watched the movie.
Rebecca and Sean are the ones that are actually doing stuff in the
Right.
modern day world. And if you haven't played any of the prior games, you have no idea who those people are, who the Templar crack team, you know, whoever that's after them. We learned about Otto Berg or whatever his name was in the last game, I think.
Otto Berg.
Okay, let's see what this is.
So, I mean, obviously this is a terrible jumping on point for this game, but if you did, you're like, when you get to the modern day parts, it's like, who's Rebecca? Who's Sean? Who are these people after these people? Why do we give a crap?
Maybe you shouldn't jump into a series over halfway through it.
Oh, stop.
Just saying.
You know what? I will say.
You started streaming a series of halfway through.
You know what I will say though.
It's different.
Even if you've played all of these games, and we have, I'm still going, who are you and why do I care? Like, it's really sad. I care about Rebecca and Sean more than I ever cared about Desmond, but like, every time we're drawn out of the story, I have to remember, it's like, who are these people? What are they doing? Why do I give a damn? Like, I still don't know. Does anybody know what Rebecca and Sean are doing right now? What are they doing?
They are trying to distract and instigate Autoburst.
That's it?
Well, yeah, because his team are hunting down and killing assassins.
Okay.
I mean, they're going about it in a very
Methodical,
concentrated...
Templar asshole sort of way.
Yeah.
These are the, like, elite superstars of the Templar, you know, anti-assassin team. Like, he handpicked his superstar team of killers, and he's just like, the assassin's disadvantage is always that they're in splinter cells. It's an advantage and disadvantage. The Templars always have the advantage of organization. Like, it's a bigger organization, they have a lot of manpower, they have a lot of resources that the assassins don't have. The assassins, over time, as all these games are comparatively fighting like guerrilla warfare style. And of course, the Templars are hindered by bloatedness, by bureaucracy, by, you know, all of the disadvantages that a huge organization, you know, infighting, all that stuff. Which continues to the modern day, but there aren't a lot of assassins left in the modern day, is the impression I keep getting.
Yeah.
As we saw from, like, even Desmond. Like, Desmond, the whole point of Desmond is, like, in the beginning of his story, like, he was just like, yeah, Dad, you're training me to be an assassin. You're a frickin' nut job. I'm leaving. Like, screw this assassin stuff. And I guess the Templars find him tending a bar somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got sick of the, you know, imposed duty that he didn't understand the point to and ran away. And yes, the Templars kidnapped him as he was being a bartender in the city.
I imagine a lot of modern day assassins kind of do that. They don't want to grow up isolated on the compound or whatever, and they're just like, this is retarded. What war? Who are these people? I don't give a crap.
Depends just how shadowy your shadow war is.
True. I get the impression that Desmond's family was like a little hardcore even for assassins.
Well, most of the assassins we encounter, like I think the Fries are the first ones we've played that were born and raised into it, because Arnaud was the son of an assassin, but
he was obviously a normal kid when his
yes.
father got killed.
Well, yeah,
well,
but he was also a really young kid.
Yeah.
And the point I was actually going to make was that Arnaud was the son of an assassin, but he was not raised in that environment. He
was raised in the environment of an aristocrat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He grew up outside of the war, as it was. It sounds like the Fries grew up within the environment.
Yeah, most everybody else was just like kind of stumbled into it or gets recruited. Ezio certainly got recruited into it.
Well, Ezio's father was an assassin, but he didn't
Was
know.
he? I forgot
Yes.
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's where he got
Altair,
scared.
also, we got the impression that he was part of a community of assassins.
Hold on a second.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh,
But,
okay.
but we don't know about his childhood.
Getting the hang of this espionage business. This one should be of particular interest to you. One of the spies currently detained at the tower has been making some rather fanciful claims about a brotherhood of assassins, no less. You may want to silence him before he causes
Man,
you and
Churchill's
your
in the
associates
know.
trouble. Consider it my gift to you.
damn.
Thanks, Winston.
Have the guards kill the spy.
Alright, continue.
Okay, so Ezio's father was an assassin, but Ezio was raised just as an aristocrat. He was raised normally.
Well,
Yeah,
he and all of his brothers, like,
Yeah,
nobody
they had
knew.
no idea. None of them knew.
Oh,
I
weird.
forgot about that.
Yep.
I got the impression that Altair was kind of raised in the compound / monastery
Well,
/
he
whatever.
was. Altair was part of the entire thing.
Yeah, although I don't know, it's not clear. We don't. really don't know a lot about how Altair grew up or anything
No, we
like
don't.
that.
We just knew that he was too big for his britches.
And so he got taken down.
Quite a bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, when that game started, he was a master assassin and then got stripped of his stuff because he was a...
An ass. The word you're looking for is ass. Connor got recruited because his dad was a Templar. Crazy. Weird. That game.
Mm-hmm.
That game. Who else? Everybody else was recruited, right? Edward obviously was like, fuck all y'all.
Edward... That
game.
was so interesting
That's
in the fact that Edward did not become an assassin until the end of the game.
Yeah.
Which was so weird, because it's like,
It was
we're
weird,
playing
but-
Assassin's Creed.
I know it was weird, but it was also very interesting to me. Yeah, it was weird, but I thought it
For
was.
like
I thought it was interesting.
85% of the game, we're not playing an assassin. It was weird.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're working for them,
Oh, okay.
and they're trying to recruit the hell out of us. But we keep going. Nope, pirate.
I mean, but they don't really try to recruit us because they know
Spy must have
he's
escaped.
incredibly irresponsible and
Oh, the
incapable
one
of taking
chick,
things seriously.
the pirate chick tries to recruit him more
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
once.
no, Mary. Every cutscene we have with Mary, she's trying to.
That's true.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I love
She never
her.
gives up on him.
I
She's
loved
like,
her.
come on.
Okay. You
That was
know
so
you
awesome.
wanna.
Female pirates in that game were so good. So good. I love that.
Good.
Who was next? Shay. Poor Shay.
Fuck Shay. But we know Shay was not an assassin because
He and his
Shay
friends were
were
They grew up on the street.
Street
grew up on the
orphans.
streets. Yeah.
yeah, and they were recruited by the
And the
assassins.
game is beginning with Shay kind of like finishing his like initiate stuff. Like he's still new enough to the order that he has to be chaperoned and kind
Yeah,
of. Yeah.
and I think with Shay, his friend was recruited first.
Yeah.
and then his friend pulled him in because his
And
friend.
then Aveline. Aveline was an interesting story. Like her. How did that one work?
Aveline's mother might have been an assassin. But following her mother's disappearance, in her
Oh, really? I thought... Okay.
in her hunt for answers, as it were, she came across the man that would become her mentor.
Did you just knock that guy out while he was shouting alarm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask questions, Brad. One would think you would have learned that about these games by now. Just stop asking questions.
We've been sitting and analyzing this game for the entire time we've been streaming.
The fuck?
It's okay. I'm clearly not following my own advice.
Okay.
That's fine.
Hey,
You open
Budokai
it-
Stork.
Oh, yay!
No, it's like in Skyrim when you can easily open something, but you still unlock it to grind for skill points.
Doing so much of that in ESO right now. Because I don't want to steal anything. And how am I going to up my Ledgermain
shit.
skill
Shit,
without
shit.
stealing and fencing stuff?
Stealing.
Without stealing and fencing stuff.
You give up and you steal.
Might have to, you
Are
know.
you kidding me?
I mean, it depends on how much you feel the need to up your ledger domain.
I
Yeah,
want to be
why-
able to force locks.
Ah,
There's loot, and Lee doesn't have it.
that's true. It's all about the loot.
No, it's for the one. It's for White Gold Tower. This one stupid boss fight where you have to pick locks on cages in the middle of the
right.
boss
You
fight.
complained about that before.
Make my life so much easier if I could just go and I'm out.
That fight does not sound like any fun.
It is if people do the fights in that dungeon are a lot of fun if people do the mechanics.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like any fun.
Relying on other people, that's like the least fun you can have.
Well, it's
Pretty
not
much.
fun in a pickup group. Obviously, you take your bros.
Because they come before hoes?
You take your homies.
You gotta stop
That's
saying
weird.
that.
No. But yeah, you're right. I think this is the first. Jacob and Evie are like the first raised into it assassins. Really, we've seen.
I mean, were they though? Because they've talked a lot about their father, but I mean, when we started, they were still in the same, like, need a chaperone space.
He didn't strike me as a chaperone. He just struck me as the mission giver.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
he was I didn't think he was a chaperone. I think
Either way, I don't think we've heard any more about their childhood than we have about all
Okay, Brad's got a point.
that's fair.
So,
I just feels like there are more implications. with
P.S.
their
When are we
childhood.
ever gonna hear more about their father?
Yeah, I was
Or
like-
the guy they left to come sneak off to London when they weren't supposed to?
I was actually going to bring up their father because they've talked about him a lot.
They
But
do, and every
it could just
time-
be that they are probably the first assassins
hi.
that actually have a living parent in the organization.
Is he living?
No, he's
though?
dead.
Oh, right, he's dead.
Yeah.
They was alive at some point when they joined the organization.
Right. Well,
I think
and,
that's true.
and everyone knows
Hi,
their
boys.
father.
Right.
Yeah, he has a
You know.
reputation.
He has a he has a reputation. There's, multiple people have worked with their father.
Are we ever gonna hear more about that guy?
I would really like to. I'm a little bothered by the fact that we have not.
no. Okay, you've established their one-note personalities. Unless you're gonna give us something else about who they are and how they interact, besides the notes you've been playing, when are we gonna get something about their backgrounds? Ugh. These games. Oh, Juno. Hi, Juno.
You're gonna call us trash again?
Probably.
Probably.
As our people clashed, we became distracted from an impending doom. A coronal mass ejection from our angry sun. The greatest minds of our time assembled to prevent the coming disaster. Among them, forthright Minerva, proud Jupiter, beloved Aida.
Please.
We
Beloved
spent
who?
years locked away in the
We've never
Grand
heard that
Temple,
name before.
attempting to find salvation. The others could only think of physical solutions. Yet I believed the only way to save us was to transform us. Inspired by the research of the great scientist Consus, I attempted to place Aida's mind into a stronger synthetic body. I failed, and my beloved died in my arms. The others...
I don't remember that.
That's new.
I kind of remember something about that. Not that that was what she was doing, but that she was responsible for someone's death. And there
You
was
know
a
what?
reason nobody trusted her.
I was bashing this World War I segment. I am appreciating it for the concise summary of the precursors.
Which is funny because none of the World War I segment is required to tell us any of this.
Yeah, why is
We're
Juno just
basically-
kind of popping into this shit
Yeah,
now?
we're basically just getting gameplay segments interrupted by audiobooks.
She could have popped into any of the other segments in the other game. Why?
Yeah.
Because this was a glitch. I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah,
because this segment is a glitch.
she exists in the glitches.
Okay.
That's a weak justification.
But
I'll take it
is,
though.
Any
but
other
it is,
weak justification?
It has been. It's a weak justification that has been consistent.
Let's not
She
do another
show-
Zeppelin raid. It's just a bunch of cheating.
Okay. Well,
She shows up in the glitches.
Whoa, what's her name? Lydia. I think we got her name when you hovered over her.
oh, okay.
Try it again, Josh.
Well, in a minute. It sounds about right.
I'm appreciating the Juno summary here, because if we ever heard, I don't remember them being called the Aisu,
The Isu.
the Isu.
Issue.
I don't remember that,
I don't remember that either.
and I certainly don't remember the Saita thing. This is pretty great, actually. I take it back. Thank you, 9-10 games in, for giving us some kind of putting it all in one game in a summary.
Lydia Fry.
I still don't care.
Oh, Brad. Have
Well,
you
the
ever?
point is, I feel like these games are
I would
building
if there was
towards
anything
something.
interesting about it. Like, she's just like, a lot of what she's doing is repeating information that we already knew. That there was, like, bad things happened because there was a war and also a coronal mass ejection. We knew all of those things already. Like, the only thing that we learned that's new is, like, these 2 words in the last one.
Well, you guys
And
must
I
be
still
better.
don't care about any of this. None of it makes the game more interesting or actually expand the characters that we actually like.
Good point.
Okay.
One.
My bitch.
Yeah, you're right. It's not expanding on any of these characters that we actually are playing. I still appreciate the summary, and I can't help but think that, like, Juno keeps coming up in these games like, my ascension is nigh, my ascension is nigh. Like, I feel like the Assassin's Creed games are building toward a climax where we have to deal with Juno. Like, we have to either accept that whatever she's going to do is the next stage in human evolution, or tell her to go screw herself and deal with her. Like, I feel like that's what these games are leading toward. If they're not, I can't imagine what they're leading toward. Like, that's the only coherent plot thread that we have.
If that's a thing, then I will be fine with it when the game is about it. But this is just a completely unrelated aside. Like, this is...
Oh,
This
remember
is
those
reading-
precursors?
Yeah, this is like, you're reading a historical drama. And then in the middle, the author goes off on some rant about aliens. It's like,
Pick a
Why do
genre
we-
and stick to it, dude.
why do we care? None of this has anything to do with any of the themes of the overall story. We're just throwing it into...
aliens all along.
Isn't it always aliens?
Look at the crystal skull.
Ugh.
I'm not saying
It's-
it's aliens,
But it's aliens.
but it's aliens.
It's just, it's unfocused. It's bad writing. Like,
It is bad writing.
I don't think anybody's arguing with you on that point.
They could have interwoven these plots more coherently in a way that would have made you care even about the old weird stuff. And they didn't.
Well, I mean,
or things that she was talking about had, like, even vague thematic similarities to the things that we're doing.
wouldn't it be nice if anybody ever reacted to them? Like, our player doesn't react to them. Like, it's not like
Well-
Bishop is getting in here going, oh, crap!
Ezio was the last person to really
Yeah.
be
Ezio-
like, what the
Ezio
hell is
came-
going on? Well, and Ezio was obsessed with it. He spent the rest of his life trying to figure out what the precursors and the messages and the artifacts were.
Well, yeah, do you blame the poor bastard?
No, it's...
Yeah.
No, but, like, no, I'm that's me agreeing with you. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, you show up, you've been going through all of this crap, this alien shows up with a message for somebody that's not you, and she's clearly talking through you to
But-
somebody.
Is that happening in this case?
No.
Because for all we know, she's not... Lydia here isn't seeing any of this. We're
It would
just
be
playing
more
as her,
meaningful-
and...
It would be more meaningful if she was.
Right. And so... And honestly, we should probably assume that she's not, because right now, Juno is in the machine, not in the memory.
Right.
Well, I mean, and she's not reacting to it. Like, Ezio's reaction was really powerful in that case, because it was like one of the few things that connected what was happening in the past to what was happening now that didn't involve actually pulling you out of the story again. Like, the breaking of the fourth wall that way was, I thought, really well, much more subtle, I guess. I enjoyed it, but that doesn't happen
I don't know.
anymore.
I don't know if subtle is the right word.
Well,
but
it felt more
better
congruent.
handled. Sure.
Because you're right, I guess it wasn't subtle,
There
but it
really
wasn't.
wasn't anything subtle about it.
I like Rebecca and Sean as characters, our modern day assassins.
Yeah.
Bishop's probably pretty cool too, but I mean, she's just essentially like the handler, you know.
Yeah, that is her role.
But they're cool characters, but I really don't care what they're doing. I don't. It's like, I want to know if you would just focus on your characters, we might actually get character development that was satisfying. Like, stop doing that and focus more on Jacob and Evie,
We're probably going to get another one here.
so that we can stop getting this one-note character establishment, please.
Or not. Huh.
How many more of these missions are there, Josh?
Looks like 2.
Okay.
And then I can repeat stuff to get Winston Churchill's rewards.
Okay,
which looks like a new belt and a new sword cane.
Okay, you can do that later.
I gathered.
Or not, because it's probably garbage and no better than what we have.
Well,
It's up to
I don't
you.
know. We're still missing a cane, I think.
Yeah.
there's
I'm
one
just
that's a
saying.
secret item, and it's the best cane in the game.
Okay, I'm just
But
saying,
I
you
don't know where to
don't
get
you don't have to unless you want to. You're the one playing.
Yeah, but it's my job.
And you're so good at your job, Pooh.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
So, I looked it up.
Oh, did you? Good.
Lydia Fry was a member of the British Brotherhood of Assassins, the wife of Sam Crowder, and the granddaughter of Jacob Fry.
All right. Sam Crowder. That name sounds familiar.
Does it?
Sam Crowder
Whoops.
was a member of the British Brotherhood of Assassins, the husband of Lydia Fry. They were married shortly before the outbreak of the First World War. Sam, along with many others
Hey, Winston.
from
what's up?
the British Brotherhood,
Do you wanna read that?
enlisted in the
Yeah.
army during the war.
So,
I just thought he
he's-
might be a historical figure. Okay, I'm reading the thing.
Maybe.
Spy Hunt, the Apothecary Twins. The Apothecary Twins are targeting triage centers dealing with the overflow of wounded soldiers from nearby hospitals, using the chaos of the war as a cover for their bizarre experiments. Oh dear.
We believe one of the spies is posing as a nurse in the nearby
Frickin'
facilities.
Templars.
She has been taking blood samples into odd-looking cubes and delivering
Ah.
them to
Oh, the cubes.
Perhaps you will be able to spot them during one of these
From
rendezvous.
Black Flag.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
That you could use with the one relic to find to track people.
yeah.
Right.
Track them no matter where they are.
In
the
Black
world.
Flag, people were collecting blood to plug into a precursor artifact where if you had somebody's blood, you could find them anywhere in the world. Short synopsis.
Super.
I don't know. I can't help but appreciate the precursor summary, but
Wait, am I like?
because you guys must
Oh,
be
yeah.
better at this than I am. I just can't keep all that stuff straight between these games. I didn't
because you
remember
get,
about a
like-
solar flare. I didn't like.
That's because you get like 2 complete sentences per game about them.
Yeah. That's how I've always felt it was.
And that's why I don't care, because if they're just going to trickle information like that, it's never going to be meaningful.
I don't
Until
know.
they
I would
until
bet
they
you-
make an entire game about it, at which point, fine, sure, make an entire game.
I would bet you dollars to dimes that, like, in the first... So they've done Assassin's Creed 1. None of this precursor stuff... Like, okay, not none. Obviously, the Apple of Eden was the thing. But, like, I don't think they knew Juno and Minerva, and I don't think all that precursor stuff was fleshed out yet when they wrote the first game.
It's kind of hard to say because the creative director for this series, I think he left or was fired.
Oh, really?
After Brotherhood, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then it is hard to say. We can only speculate. We have to drop the nurse's body in the morgue.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it looks like there is, they're making another game.
Yeah. Origin.
Empire.
Oh, Empire. I thought it was called Origin.
Assassin's Creed Empire Goes to Egypt debuts in 2017.
Right. I knew it was in Egypt, and it's like the it's the prequel to all the other games because it
And-
takes place before anything else.
Right, but
Even Altair?
this article is from March 3rd,
Damn it.
so pretty sure it's called Empire.
Really, Josh? Even before... Is that... Wow!
Yep. It's ancient Egypt.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool! Oh, that's
Good setting.
actually pretty exciting.
All right, guys, calm the fuck down so I can kill this chick.
Interesting.
That's... Because they've spent so much... Like, they've been going forward. It's really interesting that they're suddenly deciding to go...
Syndicate had the worst week 1 sales of any of the Assassin's Creed games.
Did it? Really?
Most people were losing interest.
It's probably another reason why they decided to stop doing yearly
Yeah.
entries.
Well, I mean, they were just churning them out so fast that they didn't have time
And the
to.
writing was bad. Clearly, quality was slipping.
Yeah, there were a lot of reasons they needed to slow down.
I mean, there's a lot I am enjoying about Syndicate.
Oh yeah, me too. Before we sound like we hate everything, we don't hate everything.
I hate everything.
Brad hates everything. Drea likes to think she hates everything, but I don't think she actually hates everything.
Everything. I like lots of things.
I like Jacob
I like
and
these
Evie.
games way more than Brad does, apparently.
I like Jacob and Evie. I wish they weren't so one note, but I like their dynamic. I like their personalities.
Okay, so I have a question. Because we keep talking about how one note Jacob and Evie are.
Mm-hmm.
Name me a video game character who is not, and explain why.
Who is not one note?
Yes, and explain the difference.
Like, you want a list?
The very first one that popped into my head, like, knee-jerk reaction, was Jack from Jack and Daxter. But it's not really a fair example. We'll get into why in a second.
All of our efforts came to nothing. In the year 2306 of the Isu era, the sun unleashed its fury on my once great civilization. I perfected the work of Consus and made it my own. I salvaged Aita's brilliant essence and inserted it into the DNA of your rebellious kind. I sent him into the unknown future to be reborn again and again.
That's the
Maybe there's-
stage.
Yep.
Maybe there's only one stage.
Probably
I thought there was more than
I
one.
shed my physical
Okay.
form and entered the gray. But stubborn Minerva and foolish Jupiter discovered me and sealed me inside. Entombed, I waited for the day when your technology might allow my return. That wait is nearly over.
Okay, then what?
I'm gonna take over the world?
We're gonna get probably 2 more of those. One for the last area and one for the final mission.
And I think the reason it was my knee-jerk reaction to that question was because in the, third game?
Second game.
Second game, I'm gonna kill Praxis! Like,
Yeah.
he'd been a silent protagonist in the first game,
That's
and then
the
all of a
thing.
sudden he wasn't.
Silent protagonist is a 0 character.
I know,
So he went from 0 to 1.
I loved that. I loved that so much. So rarely does a series decide to make a change that big.
Well, that's good, but I don't think that makes for...
No, it's not, like I said, it was the first thing that came into my head.
Alright, Brad, you're up.
Okay, Geralt.
Okay,
From
Witcher.
Witcher. Oh yeah, I
Hey
do.
man, I have
Okay.
not played The Witcher.
I know.
Um,
I was just,
Okay, why not one note?
because he's like the various notes. He's
Oh.
a badass. He's knows how to be a romantic. He acts like a father.
Shit.
He has a fairly long story, I understand, of going from having no memory to falling in love with one girl to realizing he still loves some other woman, and then having to figure out how to make that work. Like, he has an arc.
I've got one, and it's the drop the mic example, but it won't mean anything to you, Drea.
Okay.
Luke from Tales of the Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Brad knows.
I don't want to spoil it too much because, like, we're never going to have time to play that game, but I would love if we ever actually had a chance to play that
That
game
would be
together.
pretty cool, actually. If
But,
we ever need a game to play, we should consider Abyss and Symphonia.
But Luke starts off as a horrible spoiled brat. You spend like 10 hours hating the kid, and it's one of the reasons a lot of people don't like the game. But he has such a turnaround.
He does.
He goes like,
Brad had to keep telling me, like, wait for it, wait for it, wait
Yeah.
for it, and I was like, oh man, this had better be good, because I hate this guy.
it would be easy to argue that they overdid it, but yeah, he completely changes his character.
Okay.
He totally gets over himself, grows up, gets a clue, like, stops whining about how the world isn't fair, and just,
And like
steps
really
up.
tries to be a good person.
And he has setbacks, which I also appreciate. Like, he has days where he still messes it up, and oh, it's not fair, oh, the world owes me a living, and then somebody, hey, knock it off, you said you were gonna change, and a big tragedy forces him to make this change and, like, take accountability. It is, I will agree with Brad, surprisingly, amazingly done. It's not perfect, but it's the best example I can think of off the top of my head.
I would say, I haven't played the game, but I would
that's
say
interesting.
that assuming that this happens in one game, that's probably a better example than Geralt, because the first Witcher, Geralt's one note.
Sure, but
And this is coming from someone who adores those games. But
I mean, I've heard enough about them from you guys and from other people to understand that he's just basically a man whore in the first game.
well, he's a badass and a man whore. But
fairness, that's 2 notes. But the only game in the series that I've played is 3, and in that he's a fully fleshed out character with depth and
yes, he has
development.
Yes, and that is true. Although, if you're going to split hairs in that manner, Evie has 2 notes because she is cautious and she's a scholar.
Alright, we won't split hairs. Other dynamic, truly well done dynamic, video game characters.
Again, a game that only I've seen, and also from the Tales series, is the main character in Tales of Berseria. Has
Tales
a
games tend to be
surprising
pretty good
arc.
at this.
Yeah.
There's RPGs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're JRPGs.
We should seriously consider playing some of them someday.
But they're also absurdly long.
They're long. We would be playing on a new game. Luckily, they have New Game Plus features.
Yeah, I mean, we would have to figure out how to make that work, because there would be complexities. But that's fine, yeah. Another one that Trey hasn't seen is Nier. I think a number of characters in that game are multi-note. Like, that game is very strong.
That was the game we played while you were away because...
And I'm not down with child slaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there isn't that much child slaughter, but really bad things happen.
Really
to
bad
children.
things happen.
It's almost worse that they didn't die.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Though, Nier Automata doesn't have any of that.
Okay.
It still has a lot of terrible things happening to people, but no children.
Is it actually a sequel with the same...
It's in the same setting. It's not the same characters.
Okay.
It's complicated. I don't want to say too much about it because...
Well, I would like to see it. Because I really like Nier.
Yeah, I kind of want to hold out on playing it until I can show Kiara the first game, because I think she would enjoy that, and there's enough in
Was she
Automata.
not here for that?
No,
No,
it was
she
just
wasn't.
you, me, and Josh.
That's right, yep.
I don't remember
we did that.
wholesale child slaughter, though.
There wasn't wholesale child slaughter. There was worse things than killing children. Children...
The game is about sadness.
Yeah, children being forced to go through some really terrible things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
For those
on the
playing
roster.
For
But you
those
see him
playing
as
the
a
home
kid,
game,
he's very sad.
as a mother, I tend to really not like seeing things happen to small people, because while I could detach myself from it before I had children, I lost my ability to detach after I had children.
I'm a new mother. We'll see if it happens to me. My dearest Emma, I don't know if you received my last letter, and I hope this finds you and Harry well. The last week has been very difficult. We marched over 12 miles before we found the old trench, and almost right away German shells started to hit us and shake the earth. Never was I more scared in all my life. Every night I pray for you both and see your faces when I close my eyes. Never forget that I love you, Terrence. Lieutenant Terrence O'Connor returned home at the end of the war. Yay.
I'm Batman.
With a terrifying case of shell shock.
Was there? Yeah, I thought so.
More dynamic characters.
Okay, so let's narrow our
Playing field?
playing field. What kind of game is Assassin's Creed?
I'm bad at this.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not an RPG. What kind of game is it?
It's an action game and sometimes a stealth game.
Okay, so it's an action game. Dynamic characters in an action game.
Hang on.
In a minute.
Most of the JRPGs are action games. They're mostly RPGs.
But there are hundreds of hours.
I intend to build, to transform your age into something greater than you can currently comprehend.
She says that a lot. We don't need to be enemies, she says a lot.
That was vague.
You just need to do what I tell you to do, and I'll make it all better.
So, action games.
Give me what I want and I'll go away.
I hated that movie. It was so creepy.
I can't say Infamous because that's one of those games where you get to decide whether he's essentially Paragon or Renegade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Shame though, because I loved those games.
Yeah, but that's a good point though. You decide what kind of
But
personality they have.
why does that stop the character from being dynamic?
I suppose that's true.
I mean-
I mean, you can choose him to be very dynamic.
But it makes it a different kind of game. It's.
I think we're talking about character stories that are like part of the story and pre-written.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
those stories did change depending on what route you took. We just only took one route, so we never saw the other side of the story.
Right.
I know, but the
That was
point.
weird.
That was the weakest Batman ever.
Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is that, like, for example, the reason I'm not bringing up, say, the Inquisitor or Shepard
Yeah, I
is
was about to say Mass Effect.
because you sculpt their story.
Right. Now, for the sake of argument, let's stick to stories that are sculpted.
And also, apparently, relatively short. Because, again, the Dragon Age games have a fair number of
That's
interesting
right.
dynamic characters, but they're very long and
Yeah.
they're RPGs.
Spend 100 hours on, I spent 100 hours on Inquisition because I like to do all the side things. Josh spent 90.
Honey, you don't have to justify it. It's
Yes,
okay.
I do.
That is not that long in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but you don't know how many hours I have altogether.
Because you've restarted that game more than once.
More than once. I'm kind of tempted to do it again.
Look,
But again, I don't know. Brad, how many hours do you have in Devil May Cry?
those games, like, not actually that much. Like, DMC4 is probably the longest, and all told, maybe 100 hours.
Okay.
No, the one that I would be embarrassed if I could actually find the numbers. Probably Kingdom Hearts 2, because I played that game a dozen times. And I can do it in like 20 hours now, but a dozen times 20 is still a large number.
Source not dynamic.
So, no, none of the characters in that series are.
No.
No.
I was like,
I was
consider
just
that
happy that I thought of an action game.
but that's also still an RPG.
Last known location above the Carpenter shop.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
didn't feel like it.
I know, but it's an RPG because it has like the menus and the leveling. And...
Our streets. You know your orders, lads. Follow her lead. and let
Damn,
us
this is
rid
hard.
When we narrow it down to this.
And someday our audience that's watching this is going to be like, here's all the millions of games I can think of. We don't typically play those guys.
Then put them in the comments section, you bums.
Put them in the comments section. Don't insult the audience.
I play tons of action games, so.
Oh, please.
But I am also, like, action games usually aren't this story focused. Like, this is an extremely story focused action game.
And
like,
that's fair too.
in games like Devil May Cry, you don't expect Dante to have an arc.
Right.
He's like a mouth teenager. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is interesting because and the only reason I made that stipulation was because I'm trying to think of what you can compare it to, and I don't, it doesn't feel right to compare it to an RPG where you're expected to put 60 to 100 hours into
That's
it.
fair.
And of course, the character's going to be better developed.
The stuff that's comparable is choose your own adventure kind of stuff. Like
Right.
Mass Effect and Dragon
But
Age.
that's also a little different because you choose what your character
Exactly.
is like. And sure, you can go solely one note, like,
So,
you can be sarcastic all through Dragon Age 2 because that's the best way to do it.
Josh, did you play Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
Is the main character in that
Oh,
complex and interesting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
John
that's a
Marston's
good one.
really good.
It's also an open world game, so there's an
That's a
example.
good, yeah, that's a good one.
Never played that one. Heard great things about
I
it though.
thought I had you guys watch me play it.
No.
I thought
No.
I didn't. I could have
I
sworn I
thought-
played through that game twice.
Yeah, it was probably with Julia. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
terribly
played
interested.
through it with
Oh,
Okay.
Josh. Sleeping Dogs count?
Yeah, actually, that's got a fantastic
That's got a
storyline. The character
fantastic-
develops really well.
Yeah, he does actually have a really good.
The first one?
Yeah.
There's only
Sleeping
one.
Dogs. Yes,
yeah,
okay.
Sleeping Dogs, not Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I was confusing it with Watch Dogs. I was like,
And like,
What are you
really-
talking about?
What?
No,
No.
It's like,
Sleeping
yeah.
Dogs is
okay, Sleeping
great.
Dogs, sure.
No, Watch
We'll
Dogs
give
is. Oh god, Aiden Pierce can die in a fire. Personally, I think it's a shame he doesn't.
No, that's got a great story, and the character like really struggles with his loyalties and like who he is and what he's doing and why he's doing it, and
It still cracks me up that.
that's a great example.
Yeah, it still cracks me up that they're making a movie out of it.
Are
And-
they really?
Yeah, starring. Oh crap! What was his name?
Donnie
He's-
Yen.
Yeah, Donnie Yen.
Really?
Yep.
I said Donnie Yen because it's the first martial art. Donnie Yen's too old.
No, the one who played the blind monk in the
Yeah.
new Star Wars,
That's
right?
Donnie Yen, but
Yeah.
he's
Donnie Yen's
too old.
That's who they said.
Okay.
Okay.
I love Donnie Yen. I'm not knocking the guy. He's too old.
Yeah. Well, it's possible they intend to make a significant change to the story, which
Would make me sad.
Well, the funny
you
part
should
is.
just accept that.
I will.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Alright,
So the funny
next.
part about the story. Hang on. The funny part about the story for that game is just the fact that it's a story that's been told through that genre many times.
Yeah.
So it's the easiest thing to turn into a movie.
It's essentially a martial arts movie. It's great. It's beautiful. I love it so much. I need nerds, please. Help me.
Next challenge.
Oh no.
Name a video game that has been turned into a movie
Uh,
that didn't suck.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Shut
Mortal
up.
Kombat.
No judgment. Shut up.
No, I'm with Leia. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's the greatest video game movie that's ever been made.
Well, yes, I will agree with that statement.
It's also a great movie.
It's also called Damned with Faint Praise.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure, I'm just gonna give it to you.
Thank you. And then, like, we don't talk about, that movie in the Indiana Jones franchise. We don't talk about that movie in the Mortal Kombat franchise. We don't talk about it. There was just Mortal Kombat. I never saw Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li, but I heard it was awful.
Probably. There's also a DOA movie.
I've seen a review of that, and it's...
Pretty sure it's shit too.
Alright, now, you know what? Based on... I haven't seen the
Damn it, I
movie.
need
I have
one
seen
more.
a review of the movie. It's exactly what you expect a DOA movie to be. Pretty girls, martial arts, and boobs.
Oh, there was another one? Oh, there is another one. Oh, he's
Like,
the Master Spy.
there is
I see.
no
Hey,
complex
Master Spy! You suck!
storyline in the game.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh.
Apparently have
Oh.
Cheater. I was...
Oh.
What?
It's
Fuck.
it's the Sage.
Oh, shit, really? Oh, yeah, no, you're right, Dre.
Yeah.
I missed the...
That's why we're doing this. That is the entire reason why we are doing the World War I thing.
It's because this is where the stage is.
Is because this is where the Sage is.
Oh, snap!
At least
Okay.
he's
I
connected-
lost it.
Well, at least he's connected to this game, so
Yeah, I'm gonna have
connected
to
to
do
the
it again.
core game.
Fuck. Oh, wait, maybe not.
No?
Hang in there, Josh.
Doing my best. Come on, go, 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 go! Get the
There's
hell out of the
snipers.
way. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
See ya. Running. Right faster.
Go, Lydia, go.
You're entering a spy. I know. Okay,
And
great.
now I'm leaving it.
We're still.
Okay, so we just have to find his ass.
So we just killed the sage.
No, we haven't killed him.
That was just a random.
Yeah, he's in here somewhere. We have to find him.
Oh!
Damn, lady.
Oh. I thought that was a
Or
triple kill.
we did.
I think we just killed him.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Oh, hello, viewer.
Oh, that's my roommate. Hi, roommate.
The recent Assassin's
We're never
Creed
going to get an
movie-
audience.
The recent Assassin's Creed movie wasn't that bad. Not like
No.
the Warcraft movie.
No. It was a stinking pile of.
Apparently,
Okay.
we respectfully disagree. I haven't seen
Respectfully
it.
disagree.
Also, hi, roommate. You said.
Yeah, see.
Um,
I have to chat.
Oh, you do. Okay.
It was a heaping pile of disappointment.
Oh, is
that-
there a letter? Time out. I gotta read the
Yeah,
letter.
well, I had to run away.
Dearest mother, thank you for the tins of food you sent. Oh, poop.
It's gone.
Oh, well, not that important.
Thanks for the food. I miss you a lot.
Hopefully, I lived through this.
But probably not.
Fingers crossed.
His bizarre disciples.
Is that it then?
Well, there is still a war on.
Then we both have our own affairs to attend to.
Know that you have done a great service to your country. Thank you.
Yay!
Complete! Hey, we got the runic Mayan cane sword. I guess I don't really have to do anything else then?
Hi, Juno.
Juno, one more time.
Oh, there's another locked chest around here somewhere.
The man Lydia Fry killed was my husband, Aita, reborn, known in your time as a sage. Thank you for discovering his fate. His pattern will be added to my own. Perhaps you believe, as other assassins before you, that it is your duty to work against me. But consider this. It was an assassin who freed me from my prison.
That's true.
I am no longer she who lies in wait. I am the mother of wisdom. I am the nexus of flesh and machine. I am Juno.
How does the Mother of Wisdom...
And
Oh,
if the greatest assassin of your generation can see things my way, then perhaps you can.
Desmond didn't really have a choice, lady.
and I wouldn't call him the greatest assassin.
I wouldn't either. I mean,
He was
pivotal,
most
sure.
influential just because
Yes.
he was thrust into
There
that
you
position.
go. Most influential, but
Maybe go find the chest real quick, Josh. And
Yeah.
then we'll get out of this. What were we saying? Oh, Assassin's Creed movie. All right, Dre. Well,
it was okay. So we kind of. I feel like we talked about this already, but
you could do the short version.
Where
the short
fuck
version
is
is that the movie suffered from the same sin, only worse, I would say, that the earlier Assassin's Creed games did, wherein that they spent too much time in the modern age with, you know, Captain stick up his ass. Oh no, seriously.
Really?
Yeah, he does. And while you know, it's supposed to be a film about the assassins and all of these things, and I felt like comparatively you got very little time in the past, and the past was why we were there. We wanted to see the history bits. That's why you watch the movie. That's why you play these games, so that you can go delve through history, not so you can follow some whiny shit around as he comes to discover that, oh hey, Templars are bad, man. I mean, and it's not that interesting things didn't happen in the modern day segments, because they did, but I don't know. And then the way it ended, it was like, really, this is how we're okay, sure. This is how we're wrapping it up. We're gonna, you know, Chica's gonna
Oops.
pretend that she's surprised that an assassin killed her uptight Templar father. But
Apparently, the Warcraft movie sucked. The question was good video game movies.
Did anyone else see the Prince of Persia movie?
No, I did not see that
Because
movie.
I feel like I maybe saw it and it wasn't terrible, but I don't remember now. It obviously
Well,
wasn't
if you don't
terribly
remember,
memorable.
then it
Yeah.
probably wasn't that good.
guys, Alone in the Dark.
Oh.
I'm kidding. That was a
No,
joke.
no, no,
that was a
no.
joke.
Can I vomit?
That was a joke. That was not serious.
Obviously, everything from
That was a
Uwe Boll
joke.
doesn't. Oh, how about Blood Rain, Dre?
Oh, no, I take that back, because you know what's funny?
What?
Uwe Boll did a movie called Postal. based on the video game Postal. It was pretty good.
Really?
It matched the game very nicely.
So did Dead or Alive, but that doesn't mean that it was good.
I thought it was ridiculous and silly and fun.
Alright.
So, that's me.
Nice to know that the bowl can get something right.
Although, to be
I
fair...
really like Blood Rain.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Blood Rain films.
There's more than one?
Yeah. To be fair, Uwe Boll dies in the Postal movie. So, it has that to its credit, too.
Oh, it's like Executive Decision where Steven Seagal gets it in the first 15 minutes.
And yet he's still a titular actor.
Well, yeah, because
I guess it wouldn't be titular, but he's one of the main actors.
if you're famous, you're famous.
We sell movies that way, Josh.
Well, I mean, like, on the poster, it's got his name on it. And
Oh, yeah, I know.
that's what's
we
funny.
sell movies that way.
Again.
I know.
Alright, come on.
Okay, seriously.
Nothing's toppling Mortal Kombat off of its throne.
No.
No, we would. That would be an obvious thing that we could call to mind immediately. If there
I
was
can't
anything
think
that
of
was actually good.
anything. Because I keep going to video game movies, wanting them to be good. And it's like, if we can figure out how to do comic movies well, and Marvel, you have done that,
Oh, yeah.
why can't
Marvel
we get...
shit's gold. It's kind of surprising.
Well, it's not... They're just... The formula's down. They're great at it. Why can't we get video game movies to work?
It took a long time for comic books
That's
to
true.
movies to come to their own.
As the Spider-Man franchise's reboots can attest.
Original Captain America, original Punisher.
Any number of Batman, Superman as well.
Well, supposedly those are still failing, so...
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. We've had a long history of comic books.
What about the Resident Evil films the stream asked?
Oh, so
okay.
that's a fair question. I
Yeah.
actually really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, okay.
They're not great movies. They're stupid, fun popcorn movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at least the first one was.
Well, and the first one, like, it had nothing to do... It wasn't...
Seriously,
What are we doing?
I'm trying to find the last golden chest.
If you're faithful at all, like, if you really care about the characters in the first Resident Evil game and stuff, don't hold your breath. But, like, if you just enjoy the movie for what it is, I would say Resident Evil is the first one is solid. It goes a lot overboard.
But then, can we call it a good video game movie if you have to ignore any enjoyment you had of the video game?
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, I'd say it's a video game movie in name only because it, the first one vaguely resembled the game, vaguely, and then after that they just gave up.
They went off the rails.
Yeah.
It became its own thing.
It's just an action zombie.
What about Silent Hill? Did anybody else see the Silent Hill movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't played the Silent Hill games, although
Russell
has, and he liked the first movie. So
that also, like, you kind of have to squint your eyes and tilt your head because it's not. It's based in the world of Silent Hill, but it's not.
And it has more similarities with. It's more like it takes chunks from several different Silent Hill games.
Yeah.
It's you can't call it a faithful adaptation of one single game.
No, I don't think.
Well, but I don't think that's what we should necessarily
it's
look for.
almost 10:30.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just looking for stuff. Did you want to take care of that real quick? Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily a disqualifier though, because like
Well, then
again,
Resident Evil isn't disqualified.
I don't know.
Well, okay,
I think
but,
it's different because
yeah, I think the only reason why Resident Evil is disqualified is because there's so many of them. They created their own separate universe that no longer.
We were just talking about the first one.
Okay.
Even so, the first Resident Evil movie. If it doesn't matter that it's not a faithful adaptation of one game, then the first Resident Evil movie is still a contender.
Okay.
And the reason I don't think it should be, to be a good movie, it has to be a faithful adaptation, is because, like, none of the good comic book movies are direct, faithful adaptations. They change all kinds of things for the movies to make them more palatable, to fit the medium and all that.
And that's fair. At the same
Jesus
time,
Christ,
though,
get down, lady.
comic books change their own reality constantly.
That's true.
So you could make an argument for that as well.
You could also make that argument for Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Because Silent Hill, it's the only thing about it is the setting. The character, as far as I know, in all of the games, the characters are different.
The characters are different in all the games, but like in Silent Hill, the character. The character of Alice isn't in any of the games.
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think the characters in the Silent Hill movie, I could be wrong about this because it's been a really long time since I've seen that movie. I don't think the characters in the Silent Hill movie are in any of the Silent Hill games.
I think the cop is.
Okay, but that's not the main character.
No, well, she's one of the main characters.
Luca. Crate time.
Time to go to the crate, Luca-Loo. Off you go. Nighty night.
Come on, you fluffy butt face.
She says, I'm so sleepy, Mom.
I was already asleep.
Come on. Crate time.
Wake up so you can go to bed. Where
See, that
is
was
this
like, I'm
goddamn
not saying that you
thing?
had to, obviously, Mortal Kombat, like, slavishly conform to the story, come on.
Well,
but,
that's
like,
because it didn't have one.
well, I mean, it did. Like, Liu Kang canonically won the Mortal Kombat tournament. He was the chosen one, and, like, you know, I mean, it was a fighting game, so things were a little more, you know, loose. But, you know, they didn't really invent characters for that movie. I mean,
you couldn't have. That'd be crazy.
Whoop! The only character they
Lydia
invented
Drow,
was
yeah.
Art, who was their friend that got devoured by the villain. You know.
Well, he just got killed by Goro. He didn't get devoured by it. Oh, wait. No. I know what you mean. Okay, yeah. Goro killed him, and then Sang Soon ate his soul.
Right.
Yep.
That was the only. That was a minor character, but all the characters in the Mortal Kombat movie were characters from Mortal Kombat. The main character in Resident Evil is not in the Resident Evil games, and the main characters in the Silent Hill movie, I'm pretty sure, are not in the games. So,
So you want a piece of trivia concerning Mortal Kombat that you guys probably already knew?
okay, shoot.
Sang Soon was based off of Lo Pan from Big Trouble in Little China.
I didn't know that. That's
Oh, you did?
amazing.
Oh, I totally thought you did. Just
Oh,
like how
dude.
Raiden is based off of the Three Storms.
Well, whoa. Okay, I learned that. That's amazing. I'm so happy to know that.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that because it's one of those things where you look at him and you're like, well, frickin' duh. But
I never thought of it, but yeah, no, I can see that. That's amazing. Oh my god. Anyway, I can't think of any more. Oh, dear Lizzie.
oh, okay.
Daddy is still far away on his grand adventure, but he misses you very much and thinks of you every moment. I know you wanted with all your heart that I should be there for your birthday, and I wanted it too. I hope you liked the present I sent. Hold it tight when you go to sleep, and that way, I will be closer to you. You must do everything Mummy tells you, and must study hard at school and make me very proud, as I know you will. Already from your letter I can see how nicely you write and how very clever you are getting. I have made a new friend here who likes to write too. His name is Wilfred, and he spends much of his time writing poetry. If you're a good little girl, I will ask him to write a poem for you. Would you like that? With all the love in the world, Daddy. Sergeant Michael Peril was killed at the Battle of Somme the following month. Oh. That's sad. He should have gone home to his baby.
Oh, what was...
My new parents'
There's,
senses
like,
are tingling. I'm like, no, I'd have to be able to go home to my baby.
Some famous poet that came out of World War I. I can't remember his name. Was it Wilfred something or was it something else? Shit.
I'm sure it'll come to you in the middle of the night when it doesn't help.
It's the same person. If it's the thing I'm thinking about, and you know, history's not my strong suit, so probably not. But it's the same person who wrote the Jungle Book, like the original Jungle Book.
Rudyard Kipling?
Yeah. Okay.
It's a different person.
Yeah.
Similar name.
But he had a bunch of World War I poems, right? Didn't he?
Sounds like a Drea question.
I should know this, but we studied Rudyard Kipling in middle school. I don't remember. I remember...
Feel free to post in the comments what idiots we are with your superior knowledge.
Or go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
have
I
access
looked
to
it
the
up on
internet that
Google.
any of us could have looked up if we cared that much.
Oh, is that it? Maybe that's it.
It's a treasure chest.
On a flaming barge?
Why not?
No, it's a regular. No, that's a different one. Okay, I don't know.
You don't seem to be finding this thing. Can we...
Yeah, let's go get a
Go back to
plot
story.
done tonight if you can't find
Dude,
it.
we just got a huge chunk of plot done. And yeah, okay, I'll go check out the one on the flaming boat, and if that's not it, then
You'll
forget
find it
this.
on your own time. I want to see what the thing that we got that we wanted, what it does, what it makes.
The cane. We got a belt and a cane.
No, the gonna mispronounce it.
Huh?
Something you got out of the locked treasure chest. We need to craft something.
Oh,
Oh,
Budokai's
Torque.
Budokai. Thank you.
Hello, officer.
One of my favorite women in history. And also one of my favorite songs by Enya.
God. Alright, there we go.
Don't shoot me with a machine gun, sir.
No, he had a hose.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
They were trying to put out the
Fire.
barge.
Flaming barge.
Okay, can
Good for you.
I fast travel to the thing?
Mm. Where is the thing?
Oh, no, because I'm not anonymous. I have to be anonymous.
Anonymous?
Yep.
Room with a moose.
No, not the moose. Another letter.
Dear Mother and Father, I know that you have fretted over me ever since I decided to come here, but I'm having a most wonderful time in learning to become a man at last. The lads like to tease me because I am so slight, just like as they did back home. But with a rifle in my hands, I am just as strong as any of them. Yesterday we stopped for a very pleasant afternoon in a small Belgian market square, sharing cigarettes under the sun, and this morning we marched alongside the...
Mons.
Okay, wow, it's like it's spelled. Canal. Dad will be able to find it in our Book of Worlds maps, I assure you.
That's pronounced
I'm sure.
Moo. The Moo Canal.
The Moo Canal.
Anyway.
We're all ready and eager to face the Germans and put an end to this silly war. They've got to learn they can't bully the world like this, and we're going to teach them a lesson. I'll be back home in weeks, and I can start work at the factory, just like you wanted. They won't turn a war hero away. Love, Artie. Private Arthur Harris died in a first battle between British and German troops days later.
The letter is sweet, and therefore he died.
I'm sure, this is Assassin's Creed. I mean, these are probably real letters.
Probably. I'm just saying, they're choosing the ones where it seems sweet, and then they died.
I destroyed
I
something.
will give the series credit for their research.
Yeah, they're definitely good at that.
Sugar baby.
This game, I think my biggest problem with the Assassin's Creed games is that they do a lot of things almost well enough, if that makes any sense. Like with a little more time or a little tweak in dialogue or a little more something. It's like having a good meal that would be great if you just had some salt. That's what these games remind me of. It's always just so close.
Are you okay? I don't know what happened. I thought I'd lost you.
Why is there glass in the air?
Those are the
because
the portal.
That's the... It's a big thing.
That's not glass, that's reality shattering around you.
Yep.
Build a thing, build a thing.
I have to remember what the hell it was. Oh, so sad.
What?
There it is.
That was the new cane.
It sucks.
So we don't know what the level 10 item is.
The secret item.
Okay, what about the belt? Poop. Belt's also crap.
It's also crap.
So sad. And he doesn't even get the military outfit.
Everything's crap!
This is all poop!
He doesn't get the military outfit?
No.
No, I'm guessing it's the same
Oh, it
military
was
outfit that Lydia was
for
wearing.
this. The Nightshade Cloak.
Oh.
Craft it. It's not going to do him any good, but... yep, okay.
Okay.
Now, we switch to Eevee.
But it should look pretty sweet on Eevee.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes. The Nightshade Cloak is why we wanted Budokai's Torque.
Yay!
Also, was it there? No.
No.
No, the one we can't seem to find, which is the... What was it? The Cloak of Victory?
I want the Royal Cloak.
It's the Royal Cloak. That's the one we haven't been able to find yet. Okay, outfits. So she's got 2 new ones. So the Nightshade Cloak.
Ooh.
And the military suit.
Oh.
I was hoping it was... what's her name's? But...
Nope.
Okay, Nightshade it is.
Nightshade Cloak it is!
Well, unfortunately, she doesn't even use a kukri, so what's the point?
It looks awesome.
It looks awesome!
The bonuses aren't that big, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, most of them are like 10 or 20%, so it's...
And I can switch her to the kukri. It's not hard.
No.
See, but we love the cane.
But we love the cane.
We're all about form, not function.
I want a better cloak thing.
Does our cloak not match anymore? Or
It hasn't for a while. We need
Hey, buddy. Staff.
that royal one or something.
Hey, buddy.
The royal one's not
Staff.
going to match what she's
It's not gonna
wearing.
match this one unless we change the color of it.
Your face is
I think you
dumb.
can change. Well, of the outfit, you mean? Although,
Looks great now. Happy.
now run. What's that from?
That's a good question. I don't remember.
What is that from?
I don't know, but it sounds familiar to me too.
It's like the credits of something.
Oh, Robot Chicken.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
Wow, Josh, that was remarkably in tune.
Good job, Sweet.
Good
Yay!
job.
I can cluck like a chicken in tune. Clearly, I found my calling for
Josh,
song.
take the victory.
Take the compliment, man.
If that's what it was, okay.
It was a compliment.
Hey, buddy. Go, okay. There we go.
Oh
Oh!
no!
Descroterized.
Yes, I forgot we had created that term.
gosh, I wish we hadn't.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Are you?
I didn't see you.
I am. I didn't realize I was a cop. I feel bad about that. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Oh, that was a
got a
ledge
perk.
kill. You guys can look at something else. I'm busy. Sabotage. That's right. I'm throwing my wooden shoe in this gear.
You still giggling about descroterized?
No, I'm giggling at him.
Oh. Yeah, we win.
I can be funny sometimes.
You are very funny.
You're funny lots of times, Sweetie.
Go team, go!
Go team!
Alright. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Plot?
Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Quickly before someone pees themselves.
I should go potty.
You're so weird.
I'm not weird.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Yep.
My butt pad isn't helping.
Uh-oh. Well, clearly it's time for surgery.
No, no, it's...
Have I planted an earworm?
Yeah. Well, that's okay, because it was Budokai. Although, if I think about that for too long, that'll take over.
What?
So
Huh?
which would you prefer?
That's a good question.
Okay. So, well, she's done.
Because the Robot Chicken one is at least short, and I can sing the whole thing in its entirety.
But
Okay.
that just means it's repeating more, right?
So,
Budokai is very repetitive, but it's slower and longer.
Dickens, Dreadful Crime, the storyline, or Darwin.
I think Vote has been the storyline.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to look something up.
I
Can
don't
I do-
remember what it was.
Crap in a hat. And damn it, Budokai's back in there.
Booty Kai. Oh. This moment of silence brought to you by
Loading screens.
Oh my god, what am I doing? God, why am I doing this? Dead.
I regret everything. What are we regretting? What?
Everything.
Oh,
We jumped off a very high place.
Okay, since you're here. Jacob visited Parliament to uncover Sterrick's plant in politics, assassinating the Earl of Cardigan. Evie and Henry attempted to recover plans showing the location of the Shroud. Henry was captured, and Evie chose saving him over finishing the mission. Blaming herself for the failure, Evie cut her ties with Henry.
Is that what happened? That seems a little more dramatic than what actually happened.
Yes, he just seemed like generically upset.
Yeah, it's just
and
like...
they didn't give us a reason.
Yeah. Well,
Hopefully
we have
that-
to have some drama because there was a romance, so there has to be some contrived reason where they're not talking for some
And now
reason.
we know Jacob was the progenitor.
Oh no, I want them to sort it out.
We already knew. We looked it up.
I know, that's what I said.
I know that, but like they can still sort it out.
Evie dies a spinster.
Or the Madam of a Brothel.
It was
That does seem to be the way a lot of female assassins go.
the she and Henry thing was going so well. I refuse to believe they're both so stupid as to be like, oh no, we failed in a mission, we can't be together, or some such bullshit.
It cracks me up that was my mom's dream job.
That is pretty funny.
What?
My mom always dreamed of being the Madam of a Brothel.
What?
Yep.
Why?
Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't a joke?
Yeah. We had a discussion about this. This was many years ago, though, so my memory's not great. But
Okay.
That doesn't seem like something you'd misremember.
Yeah, of course, you know.
Oh, we're not gonna get Henry, the whole Henry thing resolved this sequence because this is freaking gang activity. We finally opened that letter.
Better check the back.
And now the leader of the Blighters or whatever wants to meet with us. So obviously we're not going to do anything to resolve this story arc. Damn it!
There will be no resolution.
Drea?
They'll never talk again.
Brad!
Henry is out of the picture.
Come on.
It's over.
Hate you guys.
No, it's fine. They're not going to talk until the very end of the game, and then Henry's going to throw himself in front of a lightning sword for no reason.
No, Elise! I mean Henry!
those damn convenient lightning swords.
We just had a reason. It just wasn't a good one.
It was stupid. We've been over this.
Hi!
Speaking
Don't
of
mind the murder.
contrived.
Speaking of characters with no arc.
Here to see Mr. Roth.
True freaking story.
No, thank you.
You should be on the stage, sir. This way.
Alright.
I love that's a great line.
He is one-note charming. I will give him that.
I love Jake. I mean, yes, it would be nice if he had more developed. It would be nice if he had
This
depth.
is the best charming, like, roguish charming that we've seen in quite a while, since Ezio.
Yes, yes.
You know, I hope sometime in my life I have an opportunity to use that line.
No thanks, I have my own.
Yeah.
Weapons? No, no thanks, I have my own. Well, stow it in your heart, Josh.
What's up?
Our honored guest has arrived.
Excuse me.
Sit.
Are we actually on a stage?
Yes.
I've had
That's
my
badass,
eye on you
actually.
For some time. I find your heroics in battling the great Crawford Sterrick quite.
He's your enemy, and you just.
I've been
Alright.
picking off your soldiers one by one. Doesn't that make you
Yeah, so
angry?
just poured from a
On the
separate bottle.
contrary, surprise is a spice
Did he?
of life. Now, Mr.
Yes.
Starrick, that's a different story. I'm drowning in directives, all terribly boring. Let's say we work together and bring
Bullshit.
you down.
It's a trap.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
Come on, Jacob.
My friend, if I fail to provide you with the chance to cause Starrick some pain, well, you can charge into this theater and kill me yourself.
What do you get out of all this?
The chance to have a little fun with the bravest man in London.
Wow. He's not even trying.
You have a deal.
So he's just
Okay,
nuts.
now they're drinking from the same thing.
My carriage. Shall we?
So he's just nuts.
He's He's a gang leader.
Yeah.
All he cares about is being
Chaos.
being in charge of his own little.
Yeah.
And he.
Well, he's bored.
Well, and he probably does not enjoy the fact that Starrick's like, okay, we're going to do things this way now. You have to
Do this and this and this and this and this.
Sad little hill.
Yes, that is exactly what was going through my head, but I wasn't going to say it.
Take the road.
That's the way.
Interesting.
Driver, to St. Pancras. And don't spare the horses.
I thought you and Starrick would be fighting for the same ends. What happened?
Ah, you know, he required my services to train his gang leaders, but the man is dreadful.
You don't say.
Freedom, Jacob.
Don't go too fast, John.
Stealing that is far more than a sin. It denies us our humanity.
Right you are. And St. Pancras will ease our suffering?
The station contains a large shipment of explosives to be dispatched to Starrick and Co.
And you intend to steal it?
What? No, I intend to blow it up. Yes.
What did he
this
say
will do
about
nicely.
freedom? What was it? I missed that line. What was it?
Well, it was kind of what we were saying a minute ago.
Easy now.
He doesn't like being under Starrick's thumb.
Yeah, because Starrick wants to control everything, and he.
This guy would make a better assassin.
Well, except I guess the catch is that
There's no nobility to him.
well, and yeah, there's no nobility to number of assassins as well, but there is some sense of altruism.
There's nobility to the creed.
Yeah.
Also,
And-
more proof that everyone in this world is a spider monkey.
Yeah.
Then I'm to do away with Starrick's merchandise, leaving chaos in my wake?
Why not, Jacob? Why
So this
not?
is a chaotic, neutral to chaotic evil guy that's tired of working under lawful evil dude.
That may help you enter the station unseen.
As long as it remains on the tracks.
I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. I shall make certain any reinforcements from Starrick are kept away from the station.
Twitch.
Okay, he's laying it on really thick. This is still a trap, right?
They won't do it twice. I mean, the
I would
Pearl
really
thing,
hope not.
I think he might be legit. I think this is a chaotic neutral or chaotic
Oh,
evil guy
shit.
that's tired of working under a lawful evil dude.
Okay.
Well done. Good save. Good save. No, I think in this, with this character in particular, it is more believable that he is sick of taking his orders.
I mean,
and wants to go back to.
I agree that
what he
it's
had
believable,
before.
but
You're saying the voice acting is making you suspicious.
the writing is. He's laying it on thick. He's
Right.
like
Yeah.
more than once been like, "Oh, you're so great. I love you so much. You killed all my men, but I love you."
I would be very disappointed if they pulled that twice.
So would I. But
I think he's just eccentric. We had wine on a stage on a set. He has a big scar on his face. Like his movements were, and his speech is very animated. Like I think he's just nuts.
Wine,
that's
wine
fair.
and something more.
What?
Wine and something more. Because he was
There were
also
two
pouring
bottles.
from a smaller bottle.
Oh, was he?
Which
Okay.
was either liquor or potentially it could be laudanum, it could be
Oh,
anything.
really?
So
You can't set a trap? Lame. Alright, come here. I still need one more. No, come here. I still need one
No,
more.
I'm gonna go with I think that's just
You son of a bitch.
in character crazy.
that's
I
fair.
hope that's what it
Again,
is.
yeah, I agree. I hope that's what it is too.
move!
No, you move.
No,
You
you
move.
Hi.
Someday you blighters will understand that I'm doing this for your own good.
He says, having killed a man.
What did he just say?
Someday you blighters will understand that I'm doing this for your own good. Which is, really hard to justify when you just killed the guy.
The good of the whole. The good of the whole, Brad.
2 down. Be ashamed to stop now.
Steady.
Oh, okay.
Good thing she didn't notice.
I'm sneaky. Quick, boys, go check it out.
Come on, Brad. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
Which eggs are we breaking?
Their faces.
Yeah.
Their face eggs.
Their face eggs.
The eggs that are on their face.
There's a lot of egg on their faces.
Which are traditionally pre-broken, but I mean, in this analogy,
Damn it.
they're just kind of holding
had
them
to
onto their
look, didn't
faces, and then we break them. It's a mess.
We're mixing a lot of analogies here. It's a mess. My professors would not approve.
Eggs reminded me of Yoshi's, which reminded me of another bad video game movie.
Or great, depending on how you.
The Super Mario Brothers movie?
Or better.
Yeah, the Super Mario Brothers.
The one that everybody who actually worked on it hated.
See, I never saw that movie, and I never would because I heard it was just abysmal.
I've seen it because, hey, guess what? My roommate owns it.
It was. Excuse me. It was interesting.
It's super dumb.
It is so dumb.
It's not a good movie, but it's an entertaining movie if you come into it expecting a really dumb movie.
Yeah, in the same way that, your husband's family is overly preoccupied with Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah. This is a good bad movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like good bad movies.
God damn it.
Well, and it's so dumb that you are not... Because the problem with bad movies is that in order to be a good bad movie, it has to be ridiculous enough that you are not disappointed by how it failed. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to just be laughing or whatever the entire way through. Mm-hmm. And so it succeeds in that respect.
Your roommate has commented, I do own it. It's very bad. MST3K commentary worthy bad.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're far enough behind that you realize that's exactly what we're saying. Yeah, no, we're aware.
Bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Why have they never tried... Well, I guess... I was about to say, why have they never tried to make a Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
I'm guessing there's probably an animated one out there.
That's the thing. There's like several cartoon series. There's probably.
I've created too much noise. I'll need to keep a low profile.
Well, and how would you... A live-action Sonic would be creepy.
You couldn't do it live action, you'd have to do it...
I mean, I'm sure there's an animated film out there somewhere, but a live-action Sonic would be creepy.
That would be...
Supposedly, and I haven't seen this, so I can't verify, but supposedly, the... what is it, Sonic Boom series? Is really good.
Oh.
It definitely has some good moments, at least.
Is that the anime one?
Animated?
Yeah, it's
not anime.
No, it's CG animation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Was that, maybe
There was an anime version as well.
Yeah, there was some Sonic anime blend thing that
I have seen bits and pieces of, like, scenes of that one on YouTube.
that Corbin used to...
Who voices Sonic in the cartoons?
I don't know.
It's Urkel. What's his name?
Is it really?
Jaleel White?
Yep.
That's funny.
Well, at least that's who did it when we were kids, and the two Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons were on when we were kids.
Okay.
I don't know if he still does it, but yes, it was Jaleel White. Huh? I taught you a thing.
Buddy. Reach the... Okay. Well, thankfully, he's a portable hidey place.
Hush now.
Oh, our biggest fan wondered if we were going to consider playing Breath of the Wild for the stream.
Oh. I mean, we can.
I just need you to keep the engines.
I guess if we're playing it here, there's no reason not to be streaming at the same time, aside
Right.
from being crowded around cameras.
I would like to do that.
I just happen to have a rather large...
Who has it? Does anybody have it?
My
yet.
roommate has it. So.
Oh, there you go.
And he's already basically said I can use it whenever I want.
Yay!
Ask me again.
For the Wii U?
Yeah, for the Wii U.
And my understanding is that there's really no difference between that and,
Yep.
and the Switch.
Really?
version.
There's
Yeah.
no. It's like some. Like, it's not even better performance on the Switch. There's
Really?
like different parts that are bad performance in different versions, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much identical.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Wait, do I seriously have to be on the other
Oh,
side?
yes, we can borrow it. Thank you!
Thanks.
Thank you for contributing to the Cartographers Guild.
Shazbot.
We're on the wrong side.
Oh no.
Or
Alright, time to prove that theory that everybody in this world is a spider monkey.
No, I don't think I can shove him.
Come on, bro.
yeah, it's hard to
Nope.
spider monkey when
I gotta
we're
go all the way around.
holding him in a threatening way from behind.
Great.
Thrill to the action as we drag this guy by the back of the belt.
Though, speaking of other streams,
Yes.
do we still want to do Birth by Sleep next, now that we have Mass Effect Andromeda on the way?
No, we
we
have
don't.
Dishonored 2 on the way.
Oh, it did end up being Dishonored 2. Okay.
Yes.
I haven't played Dishonored 1. How behind am I going to be?
A lot.
A lot.
Oh dear. Do we
Yeah.
have to play Dishonored 1 first?
I mean, we don't have to play Dishonored 2 for the stream.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's stream appropriate, but
we will discuss
Why,
that.
why wouldn't it be stream appropriate?
okay. I guess
I
if you
think-
guys want to see me fail at being stealthy, then that's
I could play.
all right.
Also,
no, I
comedy.
know how you play. That's not very stream worthy either.
No, it's not.
What's not?
When I play stealth games, I do a lot of quick saving and quick loading.
It's like,
I mean,
oop, didn't get it.
I would be happy, to go back and play the first game and get better at it. But no, if we're good with Birth by Sleep still, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
We can consider Dishonored 2 later if we want.
Well, apparently we also have to consider Breath of the Wild.
Well, yeah, but that's going to be when Kiara's here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're not playing that without her.
Oh, son of a bitch!
We'll be on the stream.
Come on now.
No, it's
no,
not
she needs to.
She would cry.
That's. We can maybe continue playing it after if we still have stuff we want to do.
I
But
don't want to knock.
depending on how much time we have to play, we may have plenty of time to get through what we care about. in the
Wait.
game.
Okay.
Seriously?
So much to do.
Nice of our kidnappee to just sit there and wait for us.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, at least there's that.
Hello, leprechaun friends. Oh, God.
Still leprechauns.
Oh, so bad. Why
Leprechauns
is it,
forever.
Why is it so bad?
Nope.
So I started watching this series on Netflix called Winona Earp,
Please.
Okay.
which is
No need
kind
to
of
make a
silly.
fuss.
But one of the interesting things, so it's about this
I just need you to keep the
the
engines going.
lineage of Wyatt Earp and how. Come on!
Think of me as another passenger. I just happen to
That's
have a
pretty
rather large
great.
plane.
All right, here, just.
Should you have gone up the stairs?
Oh wait, no, here we go. I can go over here. I think. So, anyways, it's this lineage of Wyatt Earp, and each descendant or
Nope.
Damn it. All right.
Can't we just walk by these guys?
No, they're Templars. They'll probably notice us.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you,
Just had to
Guy,
walk
for
real
not
slowly.
screwing up while we're
I'm
in
not
there.
suspicious at all.
Nope.
Anyways, so as I was trying to say, so Wyatt Earp had this pistol called Peacemaker, I think it was,
That sounds right.
or Lawbringer, or something like that. And
I think it was Lawbringer.
and he killed like 77 outlaws.
Would you be so kind as to get up some steam?
Sorry. Don't hurt me.
He killed
77 outlaws.
77 outlaws. So what happens is that this imbued it with like arcane powers, but at the same time it also cursed the Wyatt Earp family line, so that those 77 criminals keep resurrecting every generation. And so his lineage needs to take Lawbringer and shoot them to drag them back into hell. So it's about the modern day lineage thing.
Cool.
And what happens is that they, which of course is this chick named,
Splendid.
Oh.
Starrick will be on his knees in no time. My hat is off to you.
He's like, really? No double cross?
Apologies, I must run. Do come see me again.
Hear about all your guys I murdered.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. A new cape. Ooh. So the reason why I was trying to get to this is, so it's about, the modern day one. And one of the people who seems to have resurrected, although through different means entirely, is Doc Holliday. And at one point they give Doc Holliday a car, and it's this, like, bright pink Cadillac or something like that. Why do you keep going in the window? And it's really funny because, and he's like, well, I like the color. And she's like, oh? And he's like, yeah, it's a nice, real, manly color. And she's like, pink's traditionally a girl's color. He's like, what? Oh, how times have changed. Because a girl's color is blue.
That's true.
Yeah, I know it is. That's why it's really funny. But that's why I'm wondering if green has some significance that has changed.
Aha. Talking about our gang members.
Well, let's see here.
It's about that time, sadly.
It is. I'll hijack this thing and then we'll be done.
Okay.
Let's see how cool it'll let me be.
I want to see if that Shaw sucks. I'm sure it will be. Sure, it will be massive suctitude, but we should at least look. Do it.
It won't let me. You're the worst. Wow, that's just a neck snap.
There you go.
You know what? Pretty
Take
cool. Death from above.
Okay, that guy right next to me just decided to speed up when I wanted to. You suck, sir. And your face is dumb.
Oh, snap.
Walk on, girl.
Sorry, I didn't study Shakespearean insults. Which I know, wrong era, but still.
Because, yeah. Shakespeare's been dead for a while by now, bro.
Steady on.
Is there Dixonian insults? Are there any good ones?
From Dick in particular? They're definitely Victorian insults.
They're very flowery. I'll bet.
Yay, that was nice and easy. And I'm still going! Woo! I
think it depends on the education of the person doing the insult.
Yeah, mule! Yeah! Alright, bye.
Yeah, we definitely stole those and delivered them. Good job.
Into the river! Alright, I want to see the shot, Josh.
Okay, hang on.
Hanging.
Collectible. Yoink. Okay. Boop! Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Please don't suck.
Do-do-do-do-do. Lydia Serial Shaw. It kind of sucks.
Oh, but it
It's
looks
one
so
step
good.
down.
Nice colors, though.
Damn it.
Well, here. Upgrade. There. Now it's the same.
Yay!
See? Exactly the same.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Oh, that's way better. Fashion!
Alright, well, that's it for our weekly stream. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Peace out.